Alex, how are you? Thanks so much for jumping on here.
I'm great. I'm great. Little bit of a sandstorm of pollen here in Atlanta, Georgia, but other than that, it's
Really?
just it's just terrible, man. You drive
Wow.
around and see waves of yellow as you drive down the road, but everything other than that's fantastic.
I was actually really looking forward to doing something like this for a while. Alex and I, we've known each other and kept in touch for quite some time since he's been on board. Great guy. He has a wonderful operation, great business that he's a part of, and I figured why not connect the new team here with one of the clients that we've onboarded, right? And that we've been working with here now at Apex Acquisition. What better way to completely immerse yourselves in the role by understanding kind of through the lens of a financial advisor, right? Alex, I would love to, if you could just give us a run through of your operation, really pretending as if we were starting from scratch, pretend that everyone here does not really understand at all of what you do, just kind of taking it from the basics and building the way up from kind of the 10,000 foot lens.
Yeah, I'll do that. I start out every meeting just in the process of what I do. First meeting's always what I consider a discovery meeting, right? So in the beginning, it's all about just kind of getting to know a little background. So I will treat you guys a little bit like you don't know anything I'm talking about just for the beginning. And I don't know if Jules plans on letting you all ask me direct questions, but hopefully I can request that because that's what I start doing after I give people background. But here at Georgia
Absolutely.
Advisory Group, um, we consider ourselves a boutique firm. And when I say that, it means we do everything here in house. So, tax efficiency, we have our own CPA. People that need wills, estate done. We're talking about passing down legacy to your children and their children after them, we do those things in house. So we're essentially a one stop shop for people on their investments, on retirement, people that are looking for guaranteed income, creating their own pension when they go to retire. Now, while they're doing this, they need to do it in the most tax efficient manner possible. So this is where having a team approach on what they do really becomes a strategic advantage, right?
What is important when you're talking about growing your book of business, right? So looking at it from your lens, because at the end of the day, right, we're here to help that. Can you talk about the different ways you guys right
Yeah.
now, even before you met us, that you were growing your book, getting in front of new clients? How did that look like in person, online?
So for us, we've tried everything, right? And I mean everything. We've tried cold mail outreach, golf club approach, right? You start going for everybody that wants to get a free bite down at the local country club. We've done seminars. We've done pay for leads, right? Like lead vendors. Even outside of that, we've done our own where we have other people run Facebook ads for us. They use our own faces, YouTube, Google SEO, right? I could just keep going and going and going and going.
So I guess, after meeting Jules and the Apex team, like how would you say your prospecting or your client acquisition, like how much more efficient has that become and how much time has that saved you to do other important things in your business?
Well, the one thing that you all are probably learning and that I have seen is people have money that I talk to. I call, they know that I'm calling, they understand what it's about, they have their stuff in front of them, they know exactly what they have. And that's what a smart person in our business would want. If they think they're supposed to have anything else, then they probably suck at selling, and then yeah, that's not your fault at that point. So it's been awesome for an advisor that just does not like prospecting. This is like cream of the crop.
You mentioned that you've tried everything in marketing. No one likes to prospect. I mean, you mentioned that a couple of minutes ago. I mean, I've never spoken to an advisor who says, geez, I really love dialing for dollars. That's my jam. What was the motivation to say, okay, let me give this a look?
It was the fact that one, I got referrals. Jules sent me over what the presentation actually looked like. I saw what the funnel looked like. I was actually shown things that show me that it is different, and the fact that they do self-book, right? And he went in on some go high levels and just straight up showed me that that stuff is going on, right? I'm what I would consider a true business owner, and the fact of I know when people are hiding stuff. Most digital marketers are BS. They just are. It's crazy to me, right? I can't tell you how many times I get the same LinkedIn marketing pitch. I mean, I just stopped listening to people altogether. One, the content was good on Facebook. And I do a lot of research myself on the marketing side. I think the digital marketing space is just interesting. Just even the long format ad, the way that it was written out, I thought was very impressive. I could see how it was telling a story and doing some form of sale just from the ad itself. And then I watched the presentation. So that itself, I could tell it actually took some work, the voiceover work, everything. That's what initially caught my eye. Afterwards, the process of where he was just showing me the things I needed to see and answering the correct questions, right? Compared to other situations I've been in. I mean, it's really obvious to tell if somebody's been in the business or understands the business or is actually getting business done if you know the questions to ask.
Yeah, just wondering real quick, what would be the most or the number one feature that got you sold on this program?
The self setting, and for me personally, I don't think this will be a lot of advisors. The actual funnel itself, because that's what you're doing for me, right? If I don't like what you're doing for me, why the hell would I buy it, right? That's so the funnel itself I thought was really awesome. And I would say just like a number three was having someone like Jules, being able to call him, know that I got someone that I'm talking to that is actually felt like he's on my team.
So on that note, guys, I think we'll wrap it up here because I know Alex has to get going, and we also got to get going third day. But Alex,
Gotta get some
really,
more money.
really appreciate it.
Go make
Exactly.
some money, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to lend a helping hand. I love, if I love anything in the business, it's the sales part, right? That's the talking to people, and just I think for me it's the psychology of it, seeing people go through it and people learn, and I feel like I'm not too shabby at it myself. So always here as a resource, guys.
Alex, really, really appreciate your time. Thank you a lot.
Y'all have a good one.
Everyone, guys, we'll stay on. Just stay on just a couple minutes here. Perfect.